Manever I say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there, osia dem yopo.
Once again, welcome to PENDREAM TV, the only channel that brings you the best and latest updates in politics. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell for more updates, like and also share to other members to watch as well. You can equally leave a comment after watching or send us a voice note on our WhatsApp number, which is 0277 128 777. Thank you. I want you to join me listening to what we have for you today, and it's all about the election and it's all about Bawumia, how we are preparing to get him rid off the line, exposing him of what he said before and what he is saying now. Join me listening to what the communication officer of the NDC has to say about Bawumia this time around. Thank you.
So live on Accra 100.5 FM Citizen Show Saturday edition. Me didn't know to that Ghana Kasama for Voice for the Voiceless. Call me the gatekeeper of the nation. Mivra Atenase. Na befeno His Excellency BKQ. I know opese ochrawasia. Behumi. But Metro Benjamin ne question. Na kenu die menka. Ayankrofo here kena ayade. But menka. Nti Mivra Benjamin kwashi. One of the few Oma Buama NDC Jina Wamanone, especially as far as South Africa is concerned. Mira, it's training mapa. What boy mapa and then pese ya better ni show no into say ye one because a Juma Mira ye dear. When him say Ghana a better na si daddy. Open you guys ya mwakwaba. Yehuwa drum na empomboko. Okay. You knew so way, mom. Okay, I think this is better.
Okay, it is better.
Okay, I think this is better.
Nana.
Oh, but you know,
I
said, and this time you are very active on Facebook, social media, pal. Especially with your political.
Yeah, we're getting to the D-Day.
Yeah, very active.
And I think we have to also educate our people.
Exactly.
A lot of them find themselves on social media platforms.
Yeah.
And I will you share check.
You share check. Somebody who say, I mean,
there was also boy Juma Pao.
That's your power bay.
Hey,
Nagana Hotomo.
You say they are bra. You knew me. But I think the Ghanaian people have come to realize
that's right.
We need change.
Right.
We need change in the idea. May I sure say 7 days and then now yeah, so we are almost there to kick out the MPP administration, and I think
exactly. And then
we are almost there to kick out this very insensitive, very corrupt, very nepotistic, and very arrogant government. I think this is, for me, it's the best news that we can talk about, and
right.
I'm happy say Ubu Ejuma will enlighten our listeners to do what is right.
Exactly. Yes. And me makasa se Bawumia timi cross 48% in for major journalism.
I don't think he'll get there. I don't think.
No, until I'm saying major.
Yeah. I don't think he'll get
major.
there. You say elections. Sometimes in Krofokka say elections you cannot predict them. But if you look at say in the world that in the scientific world, elections come with polls. I remember in the US election we were just trying to say Joe Biden says Kamala Harris will win, but all the polls were not in favor of her, and we neglected it. So I believe all the polls, Fitch have said, Global Info, other people have said
all
it. We know that the victory will be very resounding.
And interestingly, with American politics, I would say
yeah.
When you say Bawumia Kamala, you use blue bus.
well, we can say it's a coincidence.
No, but okay. So if that
we can say it's a coincidence.
If that is coincidence, what about the cutting of taxes? Na Kamala preach here, me raise to preach because they are in government and Kamala was preaching so bad or better the taxes. So when she's in government, the same thing about me.
Yeah, Nana, we can say that. But for me, I don't want us to do those comparisons.
Anyways.
I want us to do comparison based on your country and Anyama Kosoha. So that
I also should say you also do a very good job in the Volta region. And we'll entry, cause a lot of change for the better. I see you on the field near there, and first and foremost, let me commend you. for that. They see an to saying, oh, Framantem.
I think so.
Let's start from there.
Mame fa akwenya isu enche TFO nyina. I think say this elections, the party has indicated say we need to come out in our numbers. Volta region now, where I'm coming from, I'm actually a Voltarian from Pando. So a lot of our people voted with apathy. In the previous elections, now you lose they said say they were doing a lot for the NDC, but the NDC don't recognize them. So I think that we all had to marshal forces as people from the region to ensure say whatever it is that we want them to get, And I can assure my people from the Volta region say the next John Dramani Mahama administration will take care of the Volta region like never before.
I'm happy to hear that.
I think that the president has made his intentions clear that whatever it is, the Volta region should not just be known as the World Bank of the NDC. Na Okohonswa, Nana Omaji Assembly to very well. I happen to find myself in Novdai a lot of times.
Novdai.
Yes. And in Novdai, the dynamics have shifted. The politics of lies, the politics of deceit, the politics of buying votes with money. I think that Novdai has moved away from that. It's politics that talks about facts, that talk about issue. And the Honorable MP for the area, Jocelyn Tete, doing very well. I have spoken to some of the MPs as well in the Volta region. Pando is doing very well. Hohoa is doing very well. Edem Adbana is doing very well. Jifago Mashi is doing very well. Lukuto is doing very well. Whole Central there, so everybody is doing well. And I think said the way the politics is going in the Volta region, it's what we should have done long ago.
Okay.
And we didn't do it. So now it is not about rallies. It's not about gathering people. It's about educating the people, going to them and listening to their plight. Yesterday we found ourselves in a community, our friend Branda Tonu. And when you look at the people there, you feel like they've been cut away from the whole country. No development, and Nana, we will say Volta, and Akosombo Dam spillage this year. Our president went there and said, say, So, so the Volta region has always been deprived, and I'm happy say our people have realized say Yenina will go out in our numbers. Yenina beto about my parliamentary candidates, and will give President Mahama a resounding victory so that we can build the Ghana we want to build together with them.
It's with me, Akesi said grounds. Very fertile. I know, sir, Volta region. My friend, the World Bank of NDC, but of course, most of the time, because of Jumapa NDC, almost about in that direction. You bet me, Studia said this time, apathy achieved Volta region in 2016. You won't be in the coming elections.
No. It will not happen, Nana. It will not happen. And kudos to the regional chairman, Honorable Adbabito. Kudos to the regional secretary, Honorable Gunu. Kudos to the women organizer, Fafat Bali. And then kudos to, what's his name? Kabila, the youth organizer. And then Siki, who happens also to be the organizer of the region. And one gentleman who is also doing very well, passionately doing very well, is Elliot Woodbury, who is a deputy organizer. I think that they've unified themselves with one particular goal in mind. The goal is that we all want a resounding victory for the NDC. And we are not campaigning based on the message say you are a World Bank. We are campaigning on issues that bring food to the tables of our people. So we are also trying to let our people know that we are not a second option. You don't treat us as second options and expect us to be doing what is right for you anytime there's an election. And I think, Nana, to add to it, the people of the Volta region will not forgive the NDC if we come to power and we do things as same as we used to do. And I think that is cardinal. And
I'm so happy, sir. Well, visit the point.
Yes.
And it's not as if sir NDC more voted that, but I'm talking about the magnitude of support of Voltarians here, because University of Health and Allied Sciences, you has whole airport, some rules near there, and I pray sir NDC by this time with a kind of love. One more editorial, you see, Osha Ejuma John Dramani Mahama here in the Asante region. So much.
Yeah, a lot.
So much. And yet you still have somebody there, Obekase, who say, well, I'm a KGT, who say, I'm at the hospitals, but I'm going this way. So sometimes let's also focus on our people's more. Let's secure our bank.
Yes.
Then
Yes.
we can also
Yes.
because we need Ghana for
Yeah,
anyways.
I think that from Jerry Rawlings' time till today, we do things. The party does things for the Volta region, but we do more outside the Volta region. And was and for S-ring, when you hear about the airport in Kumasi and somebody in Ho is happy, somebody says in Ho, what do you have there? So I think that will bring development closer to our people, and we'll ensure we'll hold everybody accountable so that we are able to do things and do them right.
It's too early, but I'm even praying for maybe in the coming days.
Yes.
A flag bearer or running mate from the Volta region. Anyways, so you can join us live on Accra 100.5 FM. Your name is Jivra Benjamin Kwashi, and a leading member NDC. He's doing so well. His footprints can be seen as far as this election is concerned. Me call penny be one dance penny defile hono. No. Your impact is being felt seriously.
Thank you.
Seriously,
Thank you.
and I think it's a good joy. But the now Guan constituency, the Santro, Kofi, the Lipe, Apafu, and the Lubi for 4 bad years for them because of how wicked, if there's a better word I would have used, electoral commission way they denied the people of SAR representation in parliament. Contravening the statute, of our constitution. This time, do you have any feel how their voting pattern is going to be?
Santo Kofi, Akpafu, Lipe, and Lolobi have always been part of the Volta region.
Yes.
Before they were moved to the Oti region. And I think that the people will not forgive this current administration for the mess that they've created. For 4 good years, Nana, they went without a representative in parliament, and this government has felt, whatever they did was right. And I have said it, the MPP administration doesn't have any respect for people who are Yefi Volta region, and that is true. The president we have, the very vindictive Nana Akufo-Addo that we have, Nana, he wouldn't have made, if Sal was in Achim or if Sal was in Kumasi,
Sure.
they would have had a representation immediately. But you see, that is why they have 4 arms of government. So you have to be a check on each other. You would expect, the judiciary would have stepped in to do what is right. But we have another judiciary that has also been a rubber stamp to whatever the executive is doing. Sal will vote for the NDC. The Honorable Fred Agbenyo, who is our PC, they're doing very well. The people are taking our message very well. And Nana, it's not only about what they did in Sal. Okay, just recently, ballot papers, or what they call electoral materials, or what they call baby. It is only in the Volta region, I'm say, shortage. And Bono. And you see, whatever it is, God will keep exposing them each step of the way. The God of the NDC, you all say, we are not campaigning.
Yes.
I have told myself, let's play back the things that this government did against us. That is karma. The NDC is coming on a stronger note. Say, development is our goal. Yeah, we are not property grabbing people. We are social people who believe in the goodness of everybody. Nana, Sal is very good for us. Sal will never forgive, and Ghanaians as a general people, we shouldn't forgive this government for what they did for 4 years against Sal. And I think, never in the history of Ghana should there be a repeat of such a thing. And it's so appalling. This happened under somebody we call a human rights lawyer. It's a scam.
And you've made a very profound statement, quite solid point. If Ankasawo, Achim, and Santia, into Sana Keben, and you see, the flesh to that skeleton is that over the recent impasse between Parliament and the judiciary, Penyo marking at the call, Supreme Court, Mami Justice to Kunumu Trensen. One of the fallout of the verdict, Intia or see the force should return to Parliament, and then they say they need to represent their people. So if just 3 weeks to elections, judiciary who say it was say Nkrophobia represent to back to Parliament, the same judiciary was silent for 4 good years. said the people of Saudi, they don't need representation. So it's a very profound statement that I think you have made. Me faungra baby I was and I think say a kahwasem. A year Dakosombo spill over noa. Affect Union do no a Volta region. Of course, Nana Kufa do no catch them say or a president in Wabaha because a young come to Abama and the same thing of Kokaye say I'm to Abama to Kuju or Central region into the only development. You've been talking, you're on the grounds. You've been talking with the people. They've been affected, or they were affected by this spillage near there. What are their views? Now, how are they, organizing their views into voting ahead of the elections?
Well, I think we've given them reason to believe the NDC. There are more reasons to also believe in President John Dramani Mahama, and also in our parliamentary candidates. Nana, these are people that are Ghanaians, but they've not been treated fairly. Some of them have still not recovered. Those along the river banks who were affected, the MPs along that stretch will tell you how deplorable their communities are till today. Now, what I want to say is when we speak to these people, we tell them that when you come, you are supposed to be there for the people. We call ourselves not only leaders, selfless leaders, dedicated to the welfare and the goodness of our people. Now, I can tell you the people along this stretch who President Mahama, when the issue happened, rushed there, parliamentary candidates rushed there to get things done. I can tell you they would never forgive the NPP administration, and they are all going out massively in their numbers. Oh, Nana, you can feel it now. Say closer to the election, I think now MPP they cutlasses, Wellington boots, omoche, and fertilizers, and this is not the farming season. You understand? So desperation has set in. As of the Volta region, I don't think the MPP should even think that they are going to get 10% or something from there. They won't.
Okay.
They won't.
Now let's attend to the bigger picture. Yeah. And with the bigger picture, my mention seem free near a year at the pa. And so a modern bayinti ebi modern at the bone. One more friend and it's good we clear this because that man who some advert I say promise digitalization John Dramani Mahama say or mama meanwhile in their manifesto page 204 oma promise how ombeboa na oma support for asene in fact portrait for amoso masene and say ya may be mu nkukobu amom feed na yamom sika any inkoko meaning the difference me pacho how do you clear some misconception no be anyin sa akon keten yade anya yama me no mo be assume.
I'm so happy say you've raised this issue, and then I'm so happy to say in talking about it, we've just realized it was in their manifesto as a party. You see the hypocrisy of the MPP administration and always thinking say Ghanaians are stupid. Sabita Flash say just to make political gains. Won't say the sloganeering MPP for the bar power muno. It has backfired on them. So now when you play back exact things that they said or did, they try running away. These are irresponsible goons who are in government. Nana, in their manifesto, what they said, what is different from what President Mahama has promised?
No difference.
The president have said, the engine of growth of every economy lies in the business sector. Government cannot make people prosperous. It is the business sector that needs to grow so that everybody will be able to feed themselves. Everybody will be able to put a cloth on their body. Everybody will be able to have a roof over their head. Nana, the NDC administration, through our manifesto that we've presented to the Ghanaian people, what kind of manifesto now? People say, hey, people centered. We are thinking about the people. We are not thinking about the politician. And now we were attending a program and the MP for the area said something very profound. Or say, this election, it is not about the NDC, but it's about the MPP and the Republic of Ghana.
That's right.
And it is very profound in the sense, if till today, Nana, with all the things that have happened, we still have people who queue with us to vote for MPP, then we are not going anywhere as a country. Leave the doctrine of me free MPP mo. My family is in MPP. I've spoken to people who have told me, say, we are in MPP, but we've realized, say, Nana. Now, I think, say, we should be pragmatic about the solutions we'll give to our people. And President Mahama has given those pragmatic measures, which includes, among others, what we've spoken about, the chicken now, more friends, kitchen. And you see, they have deliberately decided not to understand the 24-hour economy policy. With Omuka, you explain to them, but because it is a flagship program, you know, they feel said they will close their ears and then tell their people, say, oh, it's not possible. But it's possible that the NDC under President John Dramani Mahama will come up with a congent business-related field for every businessman so that we'll be able to grow ourselves as individuals. Then we can be able to help the country. So now, let's ignore them. Let's continue propagating the good stories of President John Mahama, what he has done before, the manifesto of the NDC today, so that Ghanaians will buy into it, so that we can rescue this country.
Okay, and for those of you among you aware, I think the last I checked, Ghana had over $300 million and a cra and cocoa every year. Yes. Can you imagine if a Mabuna Ewa Ghana, your Fadjo Mahama same way, na ye say we enter poultry. Do you know what we can do with $300 million as youth? Don't allow people to throw into money. Okay, yeah. So but with a 24-hour, yes, yeah. With a Rabba, me I say a 24-hour economy. You had that. I know Ren upon to say. Yankopon kura I'm saying no nya meneda until 24 hours no de mo de dada
me wan wa say obi a o say nyameda and we have men of God in this country who still go and lay their hands on such a character. For me, no be there be ameka said the hypocrisy of us as a people and then they abedu baby a ye war today. Nana Bawumia can say whatever. Look, managing Accra FM, it's not about textbook principles. The late Park will say, Mr. Eta catcher and say, hey, don't come to us and Nyama Ukosuya was school. No, you come and tell us, say, this is how you run a country. Yeah. But he was organizing press releases, he was organizing lectures left, right, center, forward. But we the Ghanaian people felt, say, okay, Okasa, yeah, let's give him a chance to see what he can be able to do for us. And he has failed abysmally as the head of the economic management team. Nana, it is by no chance, and I say no mistake says you see on to me in economy who has him. As you see, I hear digitalization now can but you see, the Ghanaian people have decided. The Ghanaian people have seen the good policies that the NDC administration put in place. Nana, okay, some years back, you know, we've been playing back all the tweets of Gabi Asare Ochredako. Sure. And when you read some of them, you see, say, if these are not hypocrites, if these are not people that who doesn't respect us, then we don't know what else to do. Now, the Ghanaian people should realize, say, the NDC is people-centered. The NDC thinks about everybody, not a select few. The NDC wants to work for the goodness of the people of the Republic of Ghana. The only people on Beka say everything is okay for them, no? Are for their cronies, their family, their friends. The real Ghanaian owo efie ewo, let's say Soviet in the Volta region, and I say owo efie ewo Subin in the Ashanti region, or owo efie ewo Ho in the Volta region. Nana, they are not being taken care of. They are struggling each and every day. And the politicians sit in Accra and think, say, we can take the people for granted. I think, say, the NDC has said it clearly, and our president has said it clearly that the moment he wins the presidency, you know, or the things that we need to do to ensure, say, the Ghanaian people are better off than they are today.
Well, so bet me joining with your messages on our Facebook wall, Accra 100.5 FM. Your name, you're Benjamin K. Kwashi. And in Como, or your leading member, NDC. It's because of his footprint as far as advancing the cause of NDC, towards John Dramani Mahama and NDC victory. Now, say, as a leading member, my imagine say, ebi am ye Ghana ni, mean to abama NDC, and I mean to aba kra. Now, you've mentioned 24-hour economy. Beyond 24-hour economy, a D, and I'm a to abanama John Mahama. Obayamame, could you please touch on briefly some of your policies? Because this time, you're to about because you're FM and you're way to the MPP. You're to about based on experience. A human year demand on the animal year. Any Yamubitma, and the patch of fire room, Abia, John Mahama be disuda. And the end of Timmy. And two train, and if you was your train, say, this time, no, the end of Bitma, can you boom then?
I what you say, President Mahama has said there will be a $10 billion big push. Now, for me as a business person, I'm starting from that angle. Because if you have $10 million, a big push that will push businesses to grow well. It is the businesses that employ our people. Now, look at the big push. And President Mahama also saying there's going to be a 24-hour economy. Every businessman will know, in this sense, there's what we call business continuity. There's what we call exchange of ideas. There's what we call, growth when it comes to business. We don't not only want to look at the profitability, but we believe, this is something that is going to help the business community. Nana, if you have 3, 4, 5 graduates, brilliant ideas, sometimes you sit with them, and when they tell you, these are their ideas, and it remains ideas in their head, it doesn't become a reality because there's no support. Nana, look at what President Mahama has promised to our women, our wives, our mothers, our daughters, our sisters, talking to them about the Women's Bank. Now, Nana, our women are the bedrock when it comes to sustainability in our country. Omuni sikebia, omukosa omukopelo na yesi you need to bring a guarantor, you need to do this, you need to do that. The president is saying, let's create a women's bank. We have a female running mate. Once we create the women's bank, that will give loans to women with the idea, oh, the best shape business, you do what you have to do. And if you are able to also grow your business, you also help the other person. I think we would grow this country bigger, especially anybody that thinks about women and the youth. Ubon said, then the person is thinking about the growth of the economy. And I look at the health sector. President Mahama built a lot of hospitals. President Mahama built a lot of teaching hospitals. President Mahama built a lot of polytechnics. The president is saying that he will continue with that agenda, ensuring that there's an expansion in infrastructure when it comes to health delivery. The president have shown us, in a country where we find ourselves now, we need good roads, we need potable water. And they don't even have electricity. They don't have electricity, not in this 21st century. The president had indicated, he would ensure that we get our people all on board. Now, policies that President Mahama has outlined to the good people of Ghana, they are enormous. And now, President Mahama said something at his encounter with at Ghana Broadcasting Corporation, the one-on-one they had with him. And he said something that, some of the judgment debts that this government has accumulated, and the way they did things to ExxonMobil and other companies. He said something so profound. Or when he becomes a president, he will go to them, beg them and say they should come back. Nana, it is not that he's a weak leader to beg. A leader is supposed to do things that ever benefit the citizen. If this government out of arrogance have decided, put some money somewhere because of no fault of theirs and they've left, the president said he will bring them back. The president has spoken about a lot of in-house things that will not only help the NDC, but help Ghanaians as a people. And now, when we were in government, I'm sure you would say it, and everybody would say the E-blocks that we were building. There was a reason why we were building the E-blocks. People are proud about free SHS, brilliant thing. But the institutions that are there are, at least, if they had done or completed some of the projects that President Mahama said in terms of education, I don't think we'll be here. The whole idea about free SHS has not been well thought out. But I don't blame anybody. I blame if you have somebody like Napo our education minister at the time, they were passing this free estate. So you should understand that he's somebody who doesn't know his left from his right. We have stated, say, when we come to power, this whole idea about feeding for our kids in the senior high schools, bringing them expired rice, expired sugar, whatever it is. President Mahama says, let's sit down with the headmasters of those schools, give them the money for food stuff, let them go to the communities within which they find themselves, and ensure, say, we spread wealth among ourselves. Nana, umpe we opening. When somebody says, say, Obama more young people money to be able to buy phone, Obama more phone, so that you are able to pay with time. We've grown past that. We've grown past freebies. Yes, say, Obi say, the only thing I can do is to walk you to the door. Going through the door becomes your responsibility. And that is what President Mahama has said. Or say, let's make sure that we bring opportunity to everybody. The most important thing. That's it. If you are a leader and you don't want only you put monies in the pocket of somebody, you'll be so 200 cedi, 100, 300 cedi. Now every day he's coming to you. That person becomes a burden on you. And we don't want that to happen. That is why the president has stated, say, we'll do things at the business and now say edisika betu obiako to come so that we'll be able to grow our country and we'll be able to grow it.
And it's one of the reasons why I made to aba etia Bawumia na matuama John Mahama. Eye okwanya wana faso ene enobaye asase abotan ene yenkwa ibretu edi. And I can tell you, say, I'm not a spiritualist, but I can say without any shadow of doubt, say, the forest, the river bodies, the land are angry against the government with how they've been ravaged to near there. Because the Galamsey says, what is your own alternative? How do you intend to help us solve this Galamsey menace and fine-tune it? Still pushing away.
You need leadership. Nana, it's about leadership. And it's about a policy that is all-inclusive. Nana, you cannot, in the name of making a living, destroy our water bodies, destroy our environment, bring sickness to people, all in the name say you want to be okay. President Mahama says we'll regularize it. We'll ensure that the mining communities are brought on board so that they work with these big mining companies so that they don't. Manana, growing up, we've heard about Ashanti Goldfields. Growing up from 30 years ago, at that time, you want to tell me that there was the gold that our people are digging today were not there. They were there. But because there was a regulatory framework that guided mining companies, today there's no regulatory framework. Even, Nana, the licenses that have been given for people to mine in areas that they are not supposed to be mining at. Is it not so disturbing? Now, the president have said, say, none of his appointees is going to go into illegal mining. If you want to go into illegal mining, then you know that you're going to have a brush with the law, because we would regularize that sector, ensure that things are done properly, ensure that the people who continue to benefit from the bigger mining companies can be able to, because Nana, gold almost saying water bodies and everything. Who is it going to? It is going into the pockets of people like Wuntumi. That is why Wuntumi can stand and say whatever he wants to say, thinking that Ghanaians are fools. No, we are not. We will regularize it as President Mahama has said it. There will be a stakeholder conference. There will be a stakeholder exchanges so that we'll be able to see how Obe factored in for everybody to be part of that bigger scheme and not think of just to destroy the water bodies, just to destroy our environment, and just to destroy. I think at this one, Otunfo has said a lot of things that make sense, and I'm sure when the time is right for these policies to be brought in place, the chiefs should also be involved, so that at the end of the day, we all have an inclusive and a very pragmatic solution in the Galamsey menace.
Okay, maybe I will bit me first na mabua emebunu, because emebunu do know better about this time, especially when I plus 18. almost share brown my memory, almost be here at Juma Kakra. How are you going to help the youth? Maybe say about Zula, you seem to be doing well on Facebook. You send a lot of messages. You say Women's Bank is a game changer. Hashtag GM for President Emmanuel, your boy, please. Your Facebook sound is not coming. But you work on our Facebook sound. Zula, I say Mr. Ben Kwashi, very good, a very, very good man, very hard-working man. Oh yeah, on the just say Mr. Kwashi, the me who send me so I'm sorry. Piago, dear, no, I am or see Utuni Jimmy. Say my camera on what to.
I say, what did you do?
I made we am a kind. Me never should be a camera. Me a me pegana ye, no one pegana ye, me no one in your quarter.
One in your quarter.
Malam Zach, Sahana, I'll say good morning, Nana. Okay, at the Sylvester, I'll say, don't make up no noble Prima, of course. And you make maybe a poem, a bidding in Comobinia. So messages in here, so many of them. But the youth move free so now unemployment rate 8.4%. And then unemployment rate 14.7%. I buy with the infant so quite that. And Muba don't think say you know we fancy be jamu as journalists no. Because in fact Ghana and Yamudia. Only infant man this work and pay.
No.
Yes, so my
Send
your way move from Muba na Muba is the same thing and you know be the near.
It's about the country no more work and pay.
Yeah, and the only them say you work and pay. Send your mind and the over the end of work and pay.
The work and pay. Now won't you as well?
Oh, won't you?
How much property they were over there?
It's you to know. They are taking care of them with employment.
I think, sir, one of the things that President Mahama always says is the whole idea about youth unemployment is more of a national security issue because it becomes so difficult that you have certain vices happening in the country. You think, say, you are doing something. I think, say, the NDC's policy of enhancing a 24-hour economy that would help everybody get a job to do. Are teaming unemployed graduates, are teaming unemployed youth who are seated at home. And if you have this big push in terms of business that President Mahama is talking about, where we have people coming together and ensuring, so we are able to come with an idea and say, let's implement it. And you have somewhere that you can go to, somebody that will say, look, Nana, when you sit with President Mahama and you talk with him and you see the passion within which he talks about the youth, you know that it is an area that he feels it's non-negotiable. He feels we have, as a people, Omomo generation time now, they failed the youth. And he wants to leave a legacy. What is that legacy? It should be under him that unemployment will come down to the barest minimum. And it is possible. It is doable. Not the kind of things that the MPP government has done.
It's possible. We watch them when the India is possible. Microphone, it's possible.
Oh no, there some man trying to maintain some market be more breaking the 8 in so much account.
Hey, okay, breaking the 8. Na 8 no the no breaking. Obi 8 ukoka.
So I think say graduate unemployment, unemployment as a whole, especially to do with our youth, it's something that we'll look at. The young people of this country, let me make a passionate appeal to them. Say, let's go out in our numbers and ensure that we vote for the NDC and President John Dramani Mahama. Because if there's any candidate among these that are standing for presidency, in terms of employment for the youth, you can't compare Bawumia to John Dramani Mahama. We move on from
I'm sure in terms of jobs, achievements, in this money there, because it can be brave. So maybe say your final commentary in about winding up on share how you will protect our votes. You see, me person obi better maybe because me nkotoba because me to aba no a omso mbe wiem. Say utie me a tie nsem ya me wura yi bekan. Ko so bi antara ho mo obi anwia no. Enti obi wonu mu a o say ne me nkoto. Nko aba no me to kra 2020 Mahama wi ni ye but otena se ma yewia no ntie ne me nkoto. This time surety bang and as a leading member of NDC, Modema yen say, Udia Munkoto, na ABCD and ABC. And when a biba, a DNABC and in America. Like, you perceive a free mano. A bano de yes, a bet to a mammo. But ye be more can say, yeah, to mammo. In fact, if you followed a lot of prophets, international prophets, I be able to make us say, well, we near we, but these guys want to steal near there. Yeah. How are you making sure, say, you resist the oppressor's rule? Now, so I mean, you say, ya bana, ya to you know, is protected.
Nana, as a party, though, President Mahama has stated categorically, say, we will protect the ballot of
Accra FM.
From the polling station to the collation centers to the regional EC offices, even to national, where Mahama declared President Mahama as the next president of the republic. Nana, we've put in place a lot of measures. Our teaming supporters and Ghanaians should see how pragmatic the office of the director of elections has become. There's something happening here. Immediately, our people are there. Omani Bawumia and the team in the printing houses, when they follow with the material, DVD machines are here, questions that they needed to ask the Electoral Commission so that the people of Ghana will be able to believe, say, there'll be a free, fair, transparent election. The NDC has come up with a lot of electoral reforms under our dispensation, and even till today. Nana, I can assure you, say, Mikra Mitihe, as an NDC person, we will protect the ballot of our people. Not a single vote will go unaccounted for. President Rawlings said it one time, say, we should protect the vote as if we are protecting our father, as if we are protecting our mother, or as if we are protecting our wives. The NDC this time, through the mechanisms I had to her as a party, it is all aimed at ensuring, say, we protect the vote and get what we have to get from the people.
Okay, 5 minutes. We'll come back to wrap up.
Yeah.
Ghana for bread, and suppose you've done better. You've done better. I will grow better. I will grow better. Who had $1 now? My pocket near my begua. So many taxes.
Okay, so definitely, you better sit them now. You about on the 7th of December. Yewra Benjamin Kwashi, Ewie Kra. Oman Penyin Kufo make his statement. Or say amongst all the candidates contesting, we want to say Ura Bawumia and the Bitimi Abwa, coupled with His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, Kwa Oko Asantiment. Obekaya Ura Bawumia could be about 15 days, if no more. Adenti Anna the incoming president, John Pesewade Asantiment here the final lap. Mira, in 3 minutes.
President Kufuor has stated when late President Rawlings was telling us about the character of President Kufuor, some of our party people say he was being too vindictive. But President Kufuor has always been who he is, per what Rawlings has told us and what we are seeing now. If he's a statesman, President Kufuor is a statesman, we should respect. President Kufuor has now entered into the fray of politics. So we are not going to revere him. We are not going to deal with him as if say he's a statesman. He's not a statesman. He's an MPP person. And we are in a mess as a country because of his party and the ills that they've brought upon Ghanaians. So President Kufuor is not an exception. But we will not listen to President Kufuor. He's also being given some of the largesse of government to enjoy. I'm not going to say much about President Kufuor because I've told people, say, let's ignore him. He's a party person. Let's treat him as the way we treat Nanado. Let's treat him as the way we treat Bawumia. Let's treat him as the way we treat any other person of the MPP, because it is always about themselves. It's not about the good people of Ghana. President Mahama leaves for Ashanti today, this morning, and he starts a tour of Obewo region for 5 days. And I'm sure, say, it's just for him to touch base with the people, give them his message, and tell them, say, ABCD is what I want to come and do for you in clear terms, and that will be it. And I can assure you, say, mark it anywhere. After President John Dramani Mahama leaves Ashanti within the next 5 days, Bawumia will have to go back there again, because Bawumia will realize, say, their World Bank is crumbling. That is why you have Kufuor now deciding to follow him everywhere, because Nanado has become such a bad person in the face of the party people. So Nanado should stay somewhere else and let Kufuor do the bidding for Bawumia. But Ghanaians are tired. Ghanaians are well deserving. Ghanaians have come to realize, say, it is about the soul of our country. The country doesn't belong to Kufuor. It doesn't belong to Nanado. It belongs to all of us. And whatever they do, President Mahama will be declared the president-elect on 8th December. President Mahama will be sworn in on the 7th January 2025 as the president of our republic.
Any prediction or a percentage? Maybe 53.1.
We should be between, if you ask me honestly, we should be between 51.5 and 53.
53.
Yes.
Okay, so capture me there.
Yes, 51.5 and 53. It will be resounding.
Okay.
It will be
It
resounding.
makes sense because with the entrance of Alan and Cheddar, it makes sense.
It will be resounding. It will be
Sir,
resounding.
we are so grateful that you came.
And I thank you. Thank you for having me.
The next time, you know, we did enkomo.
Yeah.
Now you know didn't come because we are victorious.
Of course. Of course. We'll be here. We'll be here in the studios, and then we'll be able to tell you, say, it is time to move into action and develop our country.
More fire.
There's no holidays for us, but we are winning the elections.
More fire.
So our base should know, say, their votes will be protected. The NDC is the next government, and would ensure, say, our victory is decisive.
And Ghana for you now, Sena Mekano. Ye any kind call I much. Look, me say 8 years for bre, and you one day the intimate sacrifice. Let's sacrifice one day. Young kwada wana jono otu uba besiam wo meme ho. By 12 na ya to ya bana wie. Akronfon beba na ya to ya de no. Ba woni ameka no. Nti me sro obia se minua no asante for so mbeto a. Votarians most mamon kadem. No bia no wode ne sabenku kire na jafie kwan. These people go about doing religious politics. Say yentu abama Yewra Bawumia because of a Muslimini, a Christopher Muslim to Abama John Mahama Christoni. We don't want to go that tangent.
Yes.
We don't want to go that tangent of a but say it's there to about with all due respect to my brothers and sister Muslims. Percentage saying and they're Muslims. Vote because somebody is competent. Don't vote on tribal lines.
Yes.
Don't vote on religious lines.
Yes.
And the assembly can say you rabba me at the end the assembly they can say they should vote on religion. Etimi pamuchawa nyame yadom on the 7th of December. Ye nyina ye to aba forget the number na paper na ye de mema no number ni so. Hwehwe chinye no.
Yes.
Evans friend hehi. Hwehwe chinye no akatawi akatamanso no. Hwehwe no na fatimu nchen.
Part of Volta so friend Sowia.
Sowia. Okay, say Volta no. Okay, nti hwehwe Sowia no na fatimu. So me didn't know to da ko. Nyame yadom a ene yenyina yeshia elekplum akurugu yenyina yeshia 12 PM or park no so anopay the work chinchinichi ahihye so
elekplum so beji seat na man
do me kwa benya
ready seat
akurugu for elekplum for akurugu for do me kwa benya yafa ana celebrities for Mahama ana stars for Mahama ana creators for NDC what try the work on so hihye so am say me test you the work hihye so ye be sha say feel pass ne yakowi wa atomic ye be hwese obia beba okay yakopon shirapa enti edes kwa mkwachi thank you any team na ebo ani nyina ye ne Yevra Benjamin question edin komo me did not to that ko ya me yadoma ye be share but note 53.1% is assured stay on.
Thank you for staying tuned. PENDREAM TV really appreciates your time on the channel. Please do subscribe if you're a new member. Do subscribe for us before logging out because we have more in store coming your way and you cannot afford to lose or miss out. Please do subscribe, turn the notification bell on so that you'll be duly notified of anything that will hit on the channel. Thank you.
PENDREAM TV. Now, so far so good. Say open online portal e Ghana. Nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.